falling, falling, falling. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, with another MyCareer NBA 2K gameplay. And today, we're taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. It is Game 4. Let's see if we can get this sweep and move on to the NBA Finals. Covering up the court on this dude. I should tell y'all about this dude. This dude on Garden right now. Jimmy Madison. He's basically supposed to be my clone. If when you guys get into your second season, you're gonna have this one game against this rookie. They basically compared him to you, and I guess your player just talks stuff about him on social media. And the thing is, you have to prove that you're better than him, because technically he is your clone. He is your clone. Like, he has the same ratings. He has the same play style as you and everything. He's just like Jackson Ellis, but the only thing is he's modeled after you. He's not your rival. He's just some young guy coming up who's modeled after you. And I have to come out here and show him. Now, I actually did lose the game to him. We didn't come out with the win, but that was like when I first joined the Warriors. So I didn't really record that game either. I didn't think it was really that big of a deal. It was the Trailblazers. I didn't really have anything big on the Trailblazers. So and now we're in the playoffs playing against each other. He may have got that one game against me, but he ain't gonna get. But when it comes to the big time, the playoffs, oh no, I don't play no games there. As you can see, we finna get this sweep on him right now. Finna get this sweep on you right now, bruh. That's right. You better pass it off, little punk. So, obviously, as you can tell, not a live commentary. I think I explained that in the vid a couple of days ago, a couple of videos back, I should say, about why I'm not going to be doing live commentary. I don't have time to do live commentary anymore. Doing post commentary until I find some time for myself, because, like I said, working. I'm in college, and like I said, I have a 2-day schedule. I have a 2-day schedule on this video game stuff. I only have one whole day to play the games, and I have a whole day to do all my commentary on these games. I don't have a lot of time on my hands. I'm just telling y'all. And I got a girlfriend too. Shit, I have no free time on my hands. It be like that though. It be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's my life. I have a life outside of YouTube. I can't be a slave to YouTube. I've never been a slave to YouTube. It's just, sometimes I get bored and I just want to try out new things, But I want to talk. I guess I can tell you. I never really told you guys about how I go about my NBA mixes. Let me tell you how I go about them. Number one, This is how I plan out who I'm gonna do a mix for. Now, obviously, I'm gonna do a season mix. I'm gonna do a playoff mix. I'm gonna do a dunk mix. I'm gonna do a trailer mix. I'm gonna do a recap of last season. I'm gonna do all that type of stuff. But when it comes to like the individual players, like when I'm just making a mix for an individual, I do it like this. Number one, they gotta have 5 years. They gotta have 5 years, or they gotta be going on their 5 year, or they gotta be going on their 5th year for me to make a mix for them. I'm not gonna make a mix for you and you only a rookie. That's not enough highlights. That's like a five. That's like a 3 to 4 minute video. I don't make 3 to 4 minute videos. If you notice, all my mixes go 8 to like 20 minutes long. I don't like making short mixes. I like making long mixes. That's just me. I'm not really into the short mix thing. What I like, and another thing too about my mixes is I always have to take a year off. So like, as right now, I just made a LeBron mix. Right now, the last time I made a LeBron mix, it was 2012. That was when he first won his ring. So I always take a year off for certain players. So like right now, I don't like making mixes for a player constantly every year unless they win MVP. Now Kevin Durant won MVP. I made a mix for him because he won MVP. Now, say he wins MVP again next year, I will not make a mix for him because I've already done that. Now let's say somebody like Blake Griffin gets a mix. Now I did make a Blake Griffin mix. I made that last summer. So he doesn't get a mix this summer. He doesn't get a mix for this year. He has to wait till 2015 for me to make a mix for him. That's how I go about it. I separate everybody by a year. So as of this year, I think the players I did not touch on this year, I think the only players I think I got left right now, who I know I'm doing for sure as of right now, I know I'm doing Rondo. Rondo's gonna get his. If Kevin Garnett retires, he'll definitely get one. If Tim Duncan retires, he definitely gets one. I'm working on Andre Iguodala right now. That's the one I'm working on right now, is Andre Iguodala. The next guy I'll probably end up making a mix for is Josh Smith as well. I'm probably make a mix for him as well. Don't have that many guys to go off of because it's not that many guys I can make a mix for. The guys I do want to make a mix for, they don't have any like video packages, to be honest with you. I go out there and I try my hardest to find some of these guys. Like, I wanted to make a Mike Conley mix. No bullshit. I want to make a Mike Conley mix, but I can't find any like video packages of him. It's hard. Like, it was hard to find, like when I made that Jamal Crawford mix, it was hard for me just to find the Portland Trailblazers, Portland Trailblazers video package. That was hard. I had to search up and down for that just to get that Portland Trailblazers video package. Then when I did Nick Young, when I did Swaggy P, when I did his mix, it was hard for me to find him some Philadelphia 76ers videos. That was hard. Only video I could find was the one where he dunked on somebody from the Bucks. I forgot who it was. He dunked on somebody from the Bucks. He did him nasty too. That was the only video package I could find. So there's a lot of guys out there I do want to make mixes for, but they don't have video packages, so I can't make a mix for them. Like, I can go on NBA's YouTube channel, but that's too much fucking work. I gotta go through all these videos. I don't like doing that. Only time I feel like doing that is when I'm making like a season. It's when I'm doing like a seasonal mix. Like if I'm making like a dunk mix, or I'm making like the regular season mix, or I'm making a playoff mix. Like if I'm doing something like that, then I will sit through and go through a bunch of videos to get like a bunch of plays to make the video as long as I possibly can make it. Other than that, I don't like really going in too deep with these video mixes for a lot of players and stuff. But yep, that's the game. We blow out the Trailblazers. We're moving on to the NBA Finals, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.